Hello students, the Karnataka Secondary Education Examination Board has released a model question paper for all the subjects. So for the examination which is going to be held in the month of March-April 2022, right? So here I'll be solving the mathematics model question paper. So the subject code is 81E, maximum marks is 80 and the time duration is 3 hours 15 minutes. And what are the general instructions? The general instructions are the question paper consists of objective and subjective types of questions, and there are 38 questions. And what is most important is the maximum time to answer the paper is given at the top of the question paper, which is 3 hours 15 minutes, and it includes 15 minutes for reading the question paper. Now let's begin with the first segment. The first main, you have 4 alternatives given and you have to choose the correct alternative, right? So there are 8 questions, 8 multiple choice questions. All the questions are very easy. So the first question, if a pair of linear equations a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals 0 in 2 variables have unique solution, then the correct relation among the following is. So if there is a unique solution, we know that a1 by a2, the coefficients of x, when you divide, should not be equal to b1 by b2. So a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2. Observe that it is option A. Second one, the common difference of the arithmetic progression. So it is 100, 93, 86 is. So how do you find the common difference? Second term minus first term. 93 minus 100, you get minus 7. So the right option is option D. Very simple. Third one, if the value of the discriminant of the quadratic equation is 0, that means D, which is b square minus 4ac equals 0, then the nature of the roots are. So we know that if the discriminant is equal to 0, then the nature of the roots are real and equal. So observe that the right option is option B. Fourth one, the value of cosecant 45 degree is. So we know that cosecant 45 is nothing but 1 by sine 45 degrees. And sine 45 degrees is 1 by root 2. So it's going to be 1 by root 2, which is going to be root 2. So observe that the right option is option B. Fifth one, the distance of the point P x comma y from the origin. So origin coordinate is 0 comma 0. So we know that it's going to be x minus 0 the whole square. So it's going to be x minus 0 the whole square plus y minus 0 the whole square, which gives us root of x square plus y square. So observe the options. It is option C. Sixth one is a very common question which keeps repeating. The empirical relationship between mean, median and mode is. So we know that 3 times median equals mode plus 2 mean, right? So the right option is option D. Seventh one, which of the following pairs of triangles are always similar? So if 2 triangles have to be similar, and if they are always similar, they have to be equilateral. So therefore it is option C, 2 equilateral triangles. Eighth one, a cone is cut by a plane parallel to its base and the small cone that is obtained is removed, then the remaining part of the cone is. So of course it is A, it is frustum of a cone, which is option A, right? So this completes all the 8 questions, 8 multiple choice questions. So next, the second main, answer the following questions. There are 8 questions, each question carries 2 marks. So let's begin with question 9. In an arithmetic progression, the sum of first 4 terms is 20. That is S4 equals 20. And the sum of first 3 terms, which is S3 equals 12. then the fourth term is. Now the sum to 4 terms is 20. That means A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4 equals 20. Sum to 3 terms is A1 plus A2 plus A3, which is 12. Now if I subtract these two, that is S4 minus S3. So remember, if I subtract these two, then A1, A2, A3, they get cancelled. So I'm left with A4. So this gives me A4, which is 20 minus 12, which is 8. A very easy question. 10th one. If a pair of linear equations in two variables are inconsistent, then write how many solutions do they have. So if they are inconsistent, it basically means that there is no solution. Again, a very easy question. 11th one, find sine square theta plus cos square theta plus 1. Now we know that sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So this is 1. So I get 1 plus 1 equals 2. Another easy question. 12th one, a point P divides the line joining A, which is x1, y1, and B, which is x2, y2, in the ratio m1 is to m2 internally. Then write the coordinates of P. So we just have to write the coordinates of P, which is x comma y. We know the formula, which is m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. This is the x value, and then you have m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. So very easy question. Moving on to 13th one, state Pythagoras theorem. So what does Pythagoras theorem state? In a right angled triangle, the square of the hypotenuse equals the sum of, so the square of the hypotenuse equals the sum of the squares of the other two sides, right? So very easy question. 14th one is another easy question. So there is a diagram given, and this angle is 90 degrees. This is A, B, O, and the radius is 7. So we need to find AB. We need to find this arc. Now what is this arc? This arc is nothing but a part of the entire circumference of the circle, isn't it? So the circumference of the circle is 2 pi into r. But I do not want this entire circumference. I only want the circumference which is of angle 90 degrees. So it is 90 by 360. So you have 2 into 22 by 7 into r is 7. 90 and 360 is 1 by 4. So it is 1 by 4. Right? 7 gets cancelled. 2 2s are 2 11s are. So this is 11 centimeters. So this length of the arc AB is 11 centimeters. 15th one. Write the formula to find the volume of the cone. Very easy. Volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h cubic units, right? 16th one, find the surface area of a sphere of radius 7 centimeters. Now the surface area formula is 4 pi r square. So the surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r square. So you have 4 into pi is 22 by 7 into r square, 7 into 7. So 7 gets cancelled. So you have 88 into 7. So 88 into 7 will give me 616 centimeter square. So this is another easy question. So with this we have completed all the questions of Roman 2, and then the third main, you have answered the following questions. Again 8 questions, 2 marks each. And before I proceed, those of you who would like to join for tuitions for your first PUC, in case you have decided to take science for maths, physics and chemistry, we do provide tuitions, so you can always get in touch with me. My details are given below. And if any one of your juniors who are currently in 9th and who would be going to the 10th standard, if they also require tuitions in maths and science, you can always get in touch with me. The details have been given in the description. So let's move on to the third main. Question 17. Solve the pair of linear equations by the elimination method. So there is an internal choice. 2x plus y equals 3, 4x minus y equals 9. Right? So now elimination means we need to eliminate either x or y. So just add both of them, because you have plus y and minus y. Y gets cancelled. Plus y minus y gets cancelled. 2x plus 4x is 6x equals 9 plus 3 is 12. So x equals 12 by 6, which is 2. Put the value of x equal to 2 in one of the equations. 2 into 2 plus y equals 3. So y equals 3 minus 4. So y is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to 2. So this is the answer. Or show that the lines represented by the pair of equations 2x plus 3y equals 1 and 5x plus 6y equals 2 are intersecting by comparing their coefficients. Now we need to compare the coefficients and we need to check if they are intersecting lines. So this is A1. So A1 is 2. B1 is 3. This is B1. And what is A2? Which is 5. And B2 is 6. So we know that if these two lines intersect, then A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. So 2 by 5 is A1 by A2. B1 by B2 is 3 by 6, which is 1 by 2. So it's definitely not equal to B1 by B2. So therefore these two represent a pair of lines which are intersecting. 18th one. Find the 15th term of the arithmetic progression 6, 10, 14 using the formula. Now A is 6, D is 10 minus 6, which is 4, and then we need to find the 15th term. So A15 is A plus 15 minus 1 into D, which is A is 6 plus 14 into D is 4, right? So you get 6 plus 56, which is 62. So A15, the 15th term is 62. A very simple problem. 19th one, find the sum to first 15 terms. So it is 3 plus 6 plus 9 using the formula. Now we need to find the sum to 15 terms. So n is 15. A is the first term, which is 3, and what is D? 6 minus 3, which is again 3. And we know that Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into D. N by 2 is 15 by 2. 2 into 3, 2 into a plus 15 minus 1 is 14 into D, which is 3. So what do we get? You get 15 by 2 into 6 plus 42, which is 15 by 2 into 48. So 2 ones are 2 24s are. So you have 15 into 24, which gives the value as 360. So 360 is the sum to 15 terms. So S15 is 360. Or there is a choice, verify whether 130 is a term in the arithmetic progression 3, 7, 11 and so on. Okay, so now an is 130. If an is 130, then n has to be an integer. A is the first term, which is 3. D is 7 minus 3, which is 4. So I have an equals a plus n minus 1 into D. Right? So I have an, which is 130, equals a plus n minus 1 into D, which is 4. So 130 equals 3 plus 4n minus 4, or this is 4n minus 1. So 3 minus 4 is minus 1. Take 1 to the other side. So you get 130 plus 1, which is 131 equals 4n, or n equals 131 by 4. So definitely this does not give me an integer, it gives me a fraction. So therefore 130 is definitely not a term in the arithmetic progression 3, 7, 11 and so on. 20. Solve 3x square minus 2x minus 3 equal to 0 by using the quadratic equation. So what is the quadratic equation? X equals minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. A is the coefficient of x square, which is 3, b is the coefficient of x, which is minus 2, c is minus 3. So substitute all the values here. X equals minus of minus 2, which is plus 2, plus or minus b square minus 2 square minus 4 into ac, 3 into minus 3 divided by 2a. 2 into 3 is 6. So I get 2 plus or minus root of 4. Minus of minus gives me plus. 4 into 3 is 12. 12 into 3 is 36 divided by 6. So this is 2 plus or minus root of 40 by 6, which is 2 plus or minus. Can I write 40 is 4 into 10 by 6? So 4 is a perfect square. I can take it outside the root. So you get 2 plus or minus 2 root 10 by 6. Right? So I can take 2 common. Right? So if I take 2 common, I get 1 plus or minus root 10 by 6. So 2 1s are 2 3s are. So therefore x equals 1 plus root 10 by 3. And the other value is 1 minus root 10 by 3. So these are the two values of x. So question 21. Find the value of the discriminant and hence write the nature of the rules. So the equation is x square plus 3x plus 2 equals 0. And what is a? A is coefficient of x square, which is 1. B is coefficient of x, which is 3. And c is 2. So we have to first find the discriminant. Now what is the discriminant? B square minus 4ac, which is b square is 9, 3 square is 9 minus 4 into a is 1, c is 2. So I get 9 minus 8, which is 1, which is definitely greater than 0. So if the discriminant value is greater than 0, then the roots are real and distinct. A very easy question. Now 22. Find the distance between the points 3, 1 and 6, 2. So if this is x1, y1, this is x2, y2. We know the distance formula, root of, so d equals x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So the distance is x2 minus x1, 6 minus 3 the whole square plus 2 minus 1 the whole square. So 6 minus 3 is 3, 3 square plus 1 square, which is root 10 units. 23. Divide a line segment AB equals 10 centimeters in the ratio 2:3 geometrically. Right? So this is a construction problem. So I'll be showing it on the board. So make sure that you use the geometric tools and do the construction. So I have AB. So draw a line AB of length 10 centimeters. Alright, and then draw a line with an acute angle. So now I have to divide this in the ratio 2:3. So the sum is 2 plus 3, which is 5. So take a distance in your compass arc and mark A1, A2, A3, A4, A5 with the same distance in your compass. So with the same distance from A, with A as center, mark A1 and then A1 center A2, A3, A4 and A5. Alright. So now join A5 with B. Measure this angle or arc. Now with the same angle as measured at A5 arc, cut an arc here at A2, measure the same angle and join A2 with this line. That means these two lines will be parallel to each other. So let this point be point C. So this point is point C. So AC is to CB will be in the ratio 2:3. So make sure that you use the geometric box and do the construction. This is very easy. Next, problem 24. From the given figure, find the value of A sine theta. Now this is theta here. What is sine theta? Opposite side by hypotenuse. So the opposite side is 1 and the hypotenuse is √5. So it's 1 by √5. B tan alpha. What is tan alpha? Opposite side. So alpha is here. Opposite to alpha is 2. Adjacent side to alpha is 1. It's 2 by 1. So very easy problem. So this completes all the questions in the third main. So in the fourth main you have 9 questions and each question carries 3 marks. The first question, that is the 25th question, prove that the tangents drawn to a circle from an external point are equal. So this is a proof which is there in your textbook, circles chapter. Make sure that you go through the proof given in the textbook. So we'll move on to question 26. Find the mean of the following data by direct method. So the class interval is given and then you have the frequency. Let me call this as Fi. So 10 to 30, 30 to 50, 50 to 70, 70 to 90, 2, 6, 10, 2. And I need to find xi. How do I find xi? It's the mid value of the class interval. So the lower limit plus upper limit by 2. So 10 plus 30 by 2 gives me 20. And then to find the mid value of the class interval, just add the class interval range. So 30 minus 10 is 20, right? So the size of the class interval is 20. So go on adding 20. 20 plus 20 is 40. 40 plus 20 is 60. 60 plus 20 is 80. Next, xi into fi. Multiply both of them. 20 into 2 is 40. 6 into 4 is 40 is 240. 60 into 10 is 600. 80 into 2 is 160. So find summation xi fi. So when you add all of them you get 1040. Again find summation fi. When you add you get 8 plus 2 is 10 plus 10 is 20. So what is the mean value? The mean value is summation xi fi divided by summation fi, which is 1040 by 20. So 0 0 gets cancelled. 2 ones are 2, 52s are, so 52 is the mean value. Very easy question. So you have a choice, an internal choice. Find the mode of the scores in the following data. Now in order to find the mode of the scores in this following data, first we need to identify the modal class. To identify the modal class, identify which class interval has the highest value of f. So we find that the class 3:5 has the highest value of f, has the highest frequency, which is 9. So therefore the modal class is 3:5, right? So once we identify the modal class, then the lower limit of the modal class happens to be L. So this is L. L is 3. This is F1. The previous value of F becomes F0 and this is F2. And what is H? H happens to be the size of the class interval, which is 5 minus 3, which is 2. Now how do you find the mode? There's a formula. Mode equals L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. So what is L? L is of course the lower limit, which is 3, plus F1 9 minus 6 divided by 2F1. 9 into 2 is 18 minus F0 is 6 minus 2 into H is 2. So we get 3 plus 3. So 18 minus 8 is 10 into 2. Right? So this is 3 plus 6 by 10. 6 by 10 is 0.6. So it is 3.6. So the mode value is 3.6. A very easy question. Now the next one, 27th one, again there is an internal choice. 4 sine 30 plus tan 48 degrees into tan 42 degrees minus 3 tan 45 degrees. So here we have 4 into sine 30 is 1 by 2 plus tan 48. I can write this as tan of 90 minus 42 into tan 42 minus 3. What is tan 45? It's 1. So I have 4 by 2, which is 2. 2 plus, what is tan 90 minus theta? It is cot theta, cot 42 into tan 42 minus 3. So cot 42 and tan 42. So cot 42 can be written as 1 by tan 42. So these two get cancelled. So it becomes 1. So you have 2 plus 1 minus 3, which is 3 minus 3, which gives an answer 0. There is an internal choice, or 6 cos 60 minus sine 30 plus sine square 45 degrees plus cos square 45 degrees. So all the values you should know. 6 into, what is cos 60? 1 by 2. What is sine 30? 1 by 2 plus sine 45 is 1 by root 2 the whole square plus cos 45 is also 1 by root 2 the whole square. So you get 3 minus half plus half plus half. So minus half plus half gets cancelled. So you get 3 plus half, which is 7 by 2. A very easy question. 28th one. The yield of coconuts grown in a village by 15 farmers is given. Draw the less than type ogive. A very simple question. So number of coconuts is there. So you have less than 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, 175, 200. And the cumulative frequency is 2, 4, 9, 10, 11, 13, 15. So here I'll just draw it on the board. So make sure that you take a graph sheet and draw the ogive. So here along the x-axis you can take the coconuts. So I start with 50. So 1 centimeter equals, you can take 25 itself, 50, 75. Then you have 100, 125, 150, 175 and 200. So this is number of coconuts along the x-axis. So 1 centimeter equals 25. Now along the y-axis you have the cumulative frequency. So therefore the maximum value is 15. So you can consider 1 centimeter equals 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 and 16. So observe here. So what do we get? So we have, for 50 it is 2. So for 50 it is 2 here. And then for 75 it is 4. 75 is 4. For 100 it is 9. So 9 is somewhere here. So 100 it is 9. So this is 9. So this is 4 and this is 2. And for 125 it is 10. So 125 you get the value as 10. And then for 150 is 11. 150 is 11 in between. So you have 11 here. And for 175 is 13. So 175 is 13. And then for 200 it's 15. So 15 and 200. Right? So now I need to join all these points. So once I join these points, you have 2 to 4, then 4 to 9, here 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 13 and 15. Okay, so very simple problem. Make sure that you take a graph sheet and draw the ogive. 29, there is an internal choice. The slant height of a frustum of a cone is 4 centimeters. So this is 4 centimeters. And then the perimeters of the circular ends are 18 and 16 centimeters. So this is 18, the circumference, and here it is 16 centimeters. So let this radius be R1 and let this radius be R2. We know that the curved surface area of a frustum of a cone is pi into R1 plus R2 into L, right? Now we know that the circumference is 2 pi R1, which is 18, right? So what is pi R1? It is 18 by 2, which is 9. And similarly, 2 pi R2 is 16. So what is pi R2? 16 by 2, which is 8. Now why have I stopped at pi R2 and pi R1? Observe, you open the brackets, you get pi R1 plus pi R2 into L, right? So I can substitute the value of pi R1 and pi R2 as 9 and 8 here. So you get 9 plus 8 and L is 4. So 8 plus 9 is 17 into 4. So the value is 68 centimeter square. So very easily, without finding R1 and R2, you can substitute the values here and find the answer. So this is the curved surface area of the frustum of the cone. Or observe, there is a toy in the form of a hemisphere surmounted on a cylinder of height 10 centimeters as shown. The radius of the cylinder is 3.5. So what is the volume of the toy? The volume of the toy is volume of the hemisphere plus volume of cylinder, right? So what is volume of the hemisphere? It is 2 by 3 pi r cube plus the volume of the cylinder is pi r square h. So the radius in both the cases, the hemisphere as well as the cylinder, remains the same. So I can take pi r square common. So you have 2 by 3 r plus h. So let me write the values. R is 3.5. I'll write it as 7 by 2 centimeters because I can cancel 22 by 7. I get 7 in the denominator, so that can be cancelled. So I'm writing R, which is 3.5, as 7 by 2. H is 10 centimeters. So observe here, 22 by 7 into 7 by 2 into 7 by 2 into 2 by 3, R is 7 by 2 plus 10. So 7 by 2 gets cancelled, 2 gets cancelled, so 2 11s are, so I get 11 into 7 is 77 by 2. You get 7 by 3 plus 10. So you get 77 by 2 into, so you have, if you take the LCM as 3, you get 30 plus 7 is 37 by 3. So 77 into 37, you get 2849 by 6. 2 into 3 is 6 centimeter cube. Okay, so you can of course divide it and get the answer in the decimal form. So the value is 474.833 centimeter cube, right? So 474.833, 33 goes on recurring, I've calculated, right? So you can either leave the answer like this or you can write the answer as 474.833 centimeter cube. Question 30, the sum of rupees 700 is to be given as 7 cash prizes to students of a school for their overall performance if each prize is rupees 20 less, right? So there are 7 cash prizes and the sum of all the 7 cash prizes is 700. So therefore S7 equals 700 and N is of course equal to 7, right? So if the first cash prize is X rupees, the next cash prize is X minus 20. So 20 gets deducted. So therefore, I find that D is minus 20. The common difference is minus 20, right? So now let us use the formula S7 equals N by 2. 7 by 2 into 2 into A plus N minus 1. 7 minus 1 into D, which is minus 20. So S7 is 700. 7 by 2 into 2a plus, so this is 6 into minus 20. So 6 into minus 20 is minus 120. So 7 hundreds are, so 100 into 2 gives me 200 equals 2a minus 120. Bring this 120 to this side, you get 320 equals 2a. So therefore 2a equals 320, or a equals 160. So a is 160. So the first cash prize given is 160 rupees. So this is A1. What is A2? A2 is 160 minus 20, which is 140. A3 is A1 minus 2D, or A2 minus D here, because I'm subtracting 20, right? So either you write it as A1 plus D. So D is actually minus 20, right? So it is 160 minus 20, which gives me 140. What is A3? 140 plus D, which is minus 20. So 140 minus 20 is 120. A4 is 120 minus 20, which gives me 100. A5 is 100 minus 20, which is 80. A6 is 80 minus 20, which is 60. And A7 is 60 minus 20, which is 40, right? 31. Find the area of the triangle ABC whose vertices are A is 2, 2, B is 3, 4, and C is minus 1, 3, right? So let this be x1, y1, x2, y2, and x3, y3. So we know that the area of a triangle is 1 by 2 into, very easy, x1, y2 minus y3. So it's cyclic, 1, 2, 3, plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. So it's cyclic, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2. So 1 by 2 into, what is x1? 2 into 4 minus 3 plus x2 is 3 into 3 minus 2 minus x3. x3 is minus 1 into y1 minus y2, 2 minus 4. So you get 1 by 2 into 2 into 1 plus 3 into 1 minus 1 into minus 2 is plus 2. So you get 2 plus 3 is 5 plus 2 is 7 by 2 units, or square units. So it is, since it's the area, it's 7 by 2 square units. Or find the coordinates of the point of trisection of the line joining the points. So you have 6, minus 2, and there is another point 10, 8. So I need to find the points of trisection. What do you mean by finding the points of trisection? So if this is A and if this is B, then I have two other points C and D, right? Such that AC to BC is 1:2 and AD to BD is 2:1, right? So let's first find the point C. So for point C, what is M1? M1 is to M2 is AC is 1 is to BC is 2, right? So we know the formula x comma y, which is nothing but M1 x2 plus M2 x1 divided by M1 plus M2, then M1 y2 plus M2 y1 divided by M1 plus M2, right? So this is x1 y1 and this value is x2 y2, right? So I need to find C of x comma y. So what is C? C of x comma y is M1, which is 1 into x2, which is 10, plus M2, which is 2 into x1, which is 6, divided by 1 plus 2, which is 3, and then you have M1, 1 into y2 is 8, plus m2 is 2 into y1, which is minus 2 divided by 3. So you get 10 plus 12. So this is 10 plus 12, and this is 8 minus 2 into 2 is 4. So 10 plus 12 is 22 by 3, and you have 4 by 3. So therefore the coordinates of point C is 22 by 3 and 4 by 3. Right? So next let us find D. So for D, what is M1? M1 is to M2, which is 2 is to 1. Okay? So you have M1x to 2 into 10 plus 1 into 6 by 3, 2 into 8 plus 1 into minus 2 by 3. So you have 20 plus 6 is 26 by 3, and here you have 8 into 2 is 16 minus 2, which is 14 by 3. So 26 by 3 and 14 by 3 is the value of coordinate D. Question 32 is a construction, very easy. Construct a pair of tangents to a circle of radius 4 centimeters from a point 9 centimeters away from its center. So draw a line AB with distance equal to 9 centimeters. Okay. Now with A as center, I need to construct a circle of radius 4. With A as center and radius 4 in your compass, draw a circle. So this distance is 4 centimeters. With A as center and in your compass, cut an arc on either sides, and with B as center, cut an arc on both the sides. Join the points of intersection. Let this be C and D. Right? So we find that this line CD bisects AB. With this as center, draw a circle. Right? So once you draw a circle, you find that this circle intersects the circle at 2 points P and Q. Join PB and join QB. So PB and QB will be the tangents drawn to the circle of radius 4 at a distance of 9 centimeters from the center of the circle. Right? So from the center of the circle at a distance of 9 centimeters, which is B, I have drawn tangents to the circle of radius 4 centimeters. Question 33 is another very simple question. You have a figure ABCD, which is a square of side 14 centimeters. So let me just draw ABCD. A, B, C and D, and we find that the 4 quadrants are there of a circle. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So when I join all these 4 quadrants of a circle, it is 1/4 of a circle, isn't it? So when I join these 4 quadrants, it forms a circle itself. I need to find the area of this. Now this length is 14 centimeters. So find the area of this square. Area of the square is 14 square. So 14 square is 196 centimeters square. Now from this I have to subtract the area of one circle of radius 7. So this radius is 7. So radius of this circle is 7, isn't it? So 1/4 the circle plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 will form one full circle. So area of one circle is pi r square, which is 22 by 7 into 7 into 7. So 7 gets cancelled. 22 into 7 gives us 154 centimeters square. So from the area of the square, I need to subtract area of the circle. So area of the shaded portion or shaded region is 196 minus 154, which gives me 42 centimeter square. So very easy problem. So this completes all the problems in the 4th main. So next we'll move on to the 5th main. wherein we have to answer 4 questions, right? And each question carries 4 marks. So let's see how we can answer them. Question 34. Construct a triangle of side 6 centimeter, 4 centimeter and 7 centimeter, and then construct another triangle whose corresponding sides are 3 by 4 of the sides of the first triangle. So first let us construct this triangle. So first draw a line of length 7 centimeters with 4 as the radius. Cut an arc with center, let me call this as B, and with center C with distance 6 centimeters, cut an arc. Let this point be A, join AB, so AB will be 4 centimeters, join AC, so this is going to be 6 centimeters. Alright, so now we have to construct another triangle whose corresponding sides are 3 by 4. So 3 by 4 indicates that the triangle will be inside the original triangle because the numerator is smaller than the denominator, right? So how do we construct this? Very easy. Draw a line with some acute angle, take some distance in your compass, and with the same length cut arc B1, B2, B3 and B4, 4 of them. Join C and B4 with this as the arc. With this as the arc and the angle, draw the same arc and with the same measurement draw a line parallel to B4C to cut BC at C dash. Now with the same angle here at C, take this angle here and then draw a line parallel to AC to intersect AB at A dash, right? So now the triangle A dash BC dash is the new triangle which is inscribed inside the original triangle, whose corresponding sides will be 3:4. So this is going to be 3:4, 3:4. All right. 35. Another easy question. X plus y equals 5, x minus y equals 1, and we need to solve this graphically, right? Now before we try to solve this graphically, let's try to find the value of x and y because it's helpful. So when you add these two, y gets cancelled, 2x equals 6, so x equals 3, and put the value of x equals 3 here, so y equals 5 minus 3, so y equals 2. So we have already got the value of x and y. So these two lines intersect at one given point, right? Okay. What is y? Y is 5 minus x, and similarly here, what is y? If I take y to the side, it becomes x minus 1. X minus 1 equals 5, right? Take minus y to RHS, bring 1 to LHS, so you get y equals x minus 1. So let us form two tables. So we have x, y and x comma y, right? So one of the points has to be the point of intersection, which is x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 2. So here y equals 5 minus x. Y equals 5 minus x. So therefore let y be 2, x be 3. So this is 3 comma 2. So I need few more points. So if x is 2, then y will be 3. So I get 2 comma 3. Okay. Now if x is 0, I get y equal to 5. So I get 0 comma 5. That's enough. I can have another point. If x is 4, then y is 1. So I get 4 comma 1. So similarly, I have another table. So you have x, y, x comma y, and for y equals x minus 1. So let's take 4 values. So one of them of course will be x equals 3 if x is equal to 3, y is equal to 2. So this is the point of intersection. All right. So if x is 2, 2 minus 1 is 1. So it's going to be 2 comma 1. And if x is 0, I get y equals minus 1, 0 comma minus 1. And if x is 4, 4 minus 1 is 3. So 4 minus 3. So we have all these values. So now I have to plot these values. So let us plot all these points here. X is 0, y is 5. X is 0, y is 5 is this point. X is 2 and y is 3. X is 2, y is 3 is this point here. So this is 0 comma 5. This is 2 comma 3. 3 comma 2. X is 3, y is 2. This is 3 comma 2. And 4 comma 1. So this is 4 comma 1. So I can join all of them by a straight line. So if you do it on a graph, you'll get a perfect straight line. Next, again I have 3 comma 2, which is one point here. 2 comma 1. 2 comma 1 is another point. 0 comma minus 1. This is another point. 0 comma minus 1. And then 4 comma 3. So this is another point. 4 comma 3. So I can join these points. Okay. So therefore, these two lines will intersect at a point 3 comma 2. So the solution of x plus y equals 5 and x minus y equals 1 is 3 comma 2, the point of intersection of these two lines, and that you have to mention. The angle of depression from the top of a vertical tower to a point on the ground is found to be 60 degrees. And from a point 50 meters above the foot of the tower, the angle of depression to the same point is found to be 30 degrees as shown in figure. So we need to find the height of the tower. I need to find CA, right? So this is 30, this also is 30 degrees, right? So now let me consider triangle BAD, which is 30 degrees, and this is 50 meters, right? So what is tan 30? It is BA by AD. So tan 30 is 1 by root 3 equals 50 by AD. And what is AD? It is 50 root 3 meters. So this is 50 root 3 meters. Okay, so this is 50 root 3 meters. Now I find that if I consider triangle ACD, this is 60 degrees, right? So I consider triangle ACD and this is 60 degrees. And this is 50 root 3 meters. So what is tan 60? It is AC by AD. So tan 60 is root 3 into AC by AD is 50 root 3. So root 3 equals AC by 50 root 3. So what is AC? It is root 3 into 50 root 3. So it is 50 into 3, which is 150 meters. So the height of the tower, which is AC, is 150 meters. A very simple problem. 37. There is an internal choice. A train travels a distance of 360 kilometers. So let the distance D is 360 kilometers. Travels at a uniform speed. So the uniform speed is x kilometers per hour, right? So now we know that time equals distance by speed. So therefore the time taken by the train is t1 and the distance covered is 360 and the speed is x. So if the train travels at a uniform speed of x kilometers per hour, it takes time t1 to cover a distance of 360. Very simple. So time equals distance by speed. Now what has been given, if the speed increases to x plus 5, then what happens? The time t2 will be 360 by x plus 5. And it's been given that it takes 1 hour less for the same journey. Now if the speed increases, then the time taken by the train also reduces. So therefore T1 will definitely be greater than T2. And given T1 minus T2 equals 1. So therefore 360 by x minus 360 by x plus 5 equals 1. So very easy, multiply the whole equation with x into x plus 5. So you get 360, so x gets cancelled for the first term, x plus 5, minus 360, x plus 5 gets cancelled, so you get x, equals 1 into x plus 5, x square plus 5x. So you have 360x plus 1800 minus 360x equals x square plus 5x. So 360x gets cancelled. So you have x square plus 5x minus 1800 equals 0. So you have 1800 with a negative sign. Find two numbers such that when you multiply you get minus 1800. When you add them you get 5. Okay, so very simple. The values are 45 and 40, right? So 45 minus 40 gives me 5. 45 into minus 40 gives me minus 1800. So you have x square plus 45x minus 40x minus 1800 equals 0. X into x plus 45 minus 40 into x plus 45 equals 0. So you have x plus 45, x minus 40 equals 0. So equate both of them, you get x equal to 40 or x equal to minus 45. Now the speed of the train cannot be negative, so therefore the uniform speed is x equal to 40 kilometers per hour. So there is an internal choice for question 37. By selling an article of rupees 1875, a person loses as much percent as the cost. So there is an internal choice for question 37. By selling an article for rupees 1875, a person loses as much percent as it cost him in rupees. Find the cost price of the article. It's a tricky problem. Now the selling price is 18.75, right? We need to find the cost price. So let the cost price be x. And what has been given? A person loses as much percentage as it cost him. So therefore, the loss percentage is also equal to x. So the cost price and the loss percentage are both the same. Right? Now what is loss? Loss is nothing but the cost price minus selling price. Right? So there is a loss here, so the cost price minus selling price will give me the loss, because the selling price is much lower than the cost price. So therefore the loss equals the cost price minus the selling price, right? The cost price happens to be much higher than the selling price. Now we know that the loss percentage is nothing but loss into cost price into 100. And what is loss? Loss is loss percentage into cost price. Loss percentage into cost price divided by 100. So you have to know this formula here. So let me substitute. What is loss? Loss percentage into CP by 100 equals CP minus, what is SP? 18.75. So loss percentage is x. CP is also x by 100 equals CP is x minus 18.75. So let me take 100 to the other side. X square equals 100x minus 1875. So you have x square minus 100x plus 1875 equals 0. Right? So we need to find the value of x. Now 1875. So let me divide 1875 by 5. So I get 5 3s are 15, 3, 7, 5. So again by 5. So you get 75, right? So observe 5 into 5 is 25 and you have 75 here. Okay, so now I can write this as x square minus 75x minus 25x plus 1875 equals 0. So observe minus 75x minus 25x gives me minus 100x, and minus 75 into minus 25 gives me plus 1875. So you have x into x minus 75 minus 25 into x minus 75 equals 0. So x minus 75, x minus 25 equals 0. So x is rupees 25 or x is rupees 75. Okay, so the cost price is x, which is 25 or 75, and the loss percentage also would be the same. Okay, so this completes the fifth main, wherein you had 4 questions, each question having 4 marks. Each question carries 4 marks. So we have solved all of them. And then you have the next main, the sixth main, which is only one theorem which keeps coming very often in the examination: state and prove the basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem. Okay, so you can definitely go through the textbook for the theorem. So this is one of the most important theorem which keeps coming in the examination again and again, right? So I hope you have gone through the entire question paper and you have solved them. It's a pretty easy question paper, and if you practice regularly, practice the problems, I'm sure that you will definitely be able to get more than 90 very easily. So do not forget to like, share and subscribe, and press the bell icon to get notifications of further uploads. And those of you who wish to join for tuitions for your 11th, if you plan to take science, that is for maths, physics and chemistry, you can contact me. The details have been given below. And also your juniors who will be appearing for their 10th next year. So currently they are in 9th, they will be appearing for 10th. The next year, if they are looking out for maths and science tuitions, you can also contact me. The details have been given in the description. Thanks for watching.